So Rob, today we had the autumn statement. There was lots of announcements which we expected. We already knew in advance that there was going to be announcements about the national living wage, about national insurance, much rumoured. What did you make of today's statement?
It was very long. I found myself nodding off towards the middle, and a lot of show, but I think relatively little substance. Like you say, a lot of the kind of key announcements, such as they were, we were anticipating in advance. But I don't think there's a huge amount for businesses to get very excited about here.
And the Chancellor obviously had his key announcement, the full expensing policy for businesses. As a corporate tax partner, what did you make of that?
Yeah, it sounds very exciting, and there will be some benefits to larger businesses, but we've already got the annual investment allowance, which effectively gives full expensing for the first £1 million of qualifying expenditure. So really, this making full expensing permanent and uncapped is only really going to help the largest businesses that spend a lot on capital expenditure each year.
So the way I see it, something that's welcome, but no real change to what we already have.
Yeah, for a lot of businesses, this is going to be really inconsequential. It's just not going to affect them. The other key announcement, obviously, the changes to employees' national insurance. What do you think about that?
That was great news, Rob. For the majority of employees, in fact, for all employees, there's going to be a 2% saving, a real increase in the take-home pay for employees, which is not going to cost the employer anything, but everyone should see a small increase in their pay packets.
Yeah, I think for employees earning £50,000 or more, that's a saving of about £750 a year, which is great news.
And not just the national insurance saving for employees, but also the increase in the national living wage. That's gone up by 9.8%, again helping the people in society who really need that help the most from the government.
Obviously, it adds additional costs to many businesses, particularly those in the retail, hospitality sectors who are struggling as things are.
I was going to say, Rob, I absolutely agree. Those sectors are really struggling, and is this the exact what they need at this point in time? There's going to be a challenge, additional costs, additional salary burden. For some employees, they're going to be earning over the amounts where employers' national insurance kicks in. So it's not just a 9.8% increase for the employer, but they're going to have a 13.8% increase from the national insurance on top of that. Yeah. A real challenge to some businesses in those sectors.
Yeah, it's great if you're earning more money up until the point at which your employer folds because they can't cope with the increased staff costs.
Well, to help those businesses, there was also the rates relief announced as well. That's the extension of the 75% rates relief for another year. Again, welcome news, might help cushion some of those additional employment costs.
But it is short term, it's just for one more year until April 2025. No sign of a permanent solution there or more extended support to help Britain's high street.
And as you and I both know, employers want certainty. Employers and businesses want to be able to plan, and they need that certainty. So really the government needs to come up with a permanent solution rather than just extending a temporary one 1 year down the road at a time.
Yeah. So all in all, I think not a huge amount going on, and we're just going to have to wait until the pre-election budget next year to see if Jeremy Hunt has any more significant tax giveaways up his sleeve.